A wedding that a suicide bomber turned into a massacre. These people are waiting to hear whether their relatives and friends survived.
I'm here to find out about my son, to find out if he's okay. Some people say that his neck is injured. Some people say his hand is injured. He's not answering his phone. I don't know what to do.
More than 1,000 people were at the wedding for a young couple from Afghan Shia Muslim minority, the Hazara. The marriage certificate had just been signed when an ISIL suicide attacker wearing a vest packed with explosives detonated them near the stage.
I was at the back of the wedding hall when suddenly a big explosion happened. I fell down, and when I stood up, I saw tables and people scattered on the ground. The scene was awful. My brother was injured. Most of my friends were killed. I didn't know at that time what to do. Who should I help first?
In shock, SAKHI hasn't moved from this spot all night. At another hospital, we found Zarif. 14 hours after the explosion, he woke from his coma as we filmed. He was the lead singer and keyboard player in the wedding band.
When we leave our home in the morning, we don't know if we'll come back alive. If we send our children to school, we do not know their fate. We don't trust any security. Even at a wedding, this can happen. I do not know if we'll be alive in an hour or not.
Zarif's band was made up of 7 family members, his brothers and cousins. They were on stage preparing to play during the wedding dinner when the bomb went off. Zarif is the only survivor. And this is what he would have played. At the wedding hall, staff cleaned up. They mopped the ground not for spilled drink, but for spilled blood. They lost colleagues too. With dozens killed and nearly 200 injured, this was the deadliest explosion in Kabul in more than 18 months. Zarif's family brought us to a hill overlooking the city. Here is where the band's drummer, MOHAMMAD Hanif, was buried just hours earlier.
Why should we be killed? It's for nothing. What is our sin? What have we done wrong? We feed our children and ISIL is killing us without committing a crime. We ask the government why they aren't stopping them.
ISIL has claimed responsibility for the attack. It often targets Shia minority in this neighbourhood. With elections just 6 weeks away, President Ghani is under pressure and has called an emergency security meeting. Well, the Taliban also commented, calling the attack barbaric, forbidden and unjustifiable. While Afghan leaders and the Taliban lay blame, children lay on their relatives' graves, too young to understand the forces that turned a day of joy into one of tragedy. Charlotte Bellis, Al Jazeera, Kabul.